Cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And this is going to be our trailer reaction for hopefully the final trailer for Quantumania.
Since it's coming out
in like a month. We'll get into some stuff in a minute, but here we go. Quantumania. It's the name. And go.
You're an interesting man, Scott Lang. You're an Avenger.
Yes, I am.
Interesting.
You have a daughter, but you've lost a lot of time.
Who was in jail?
We can help each other with that. Who are you? I'm the man who can give you the one thing you want. What's that? Time.
It can rewrite existence.
What?
And shatter timelines. You cannot trust him.
Hello,
Okay,
V.
who this guy is. I just lost so much.
That's Modok in the background.
Is it?
Yeah.
He can give us a second chance.
Do you want a second chance?
Let me make this easy for you. You will bring me what I need, or everything you call a life will end.
This is all my fault.
You may not want her to watch this.
We had a deal.
Not again.
You thought you could win.
I don't have to win. We both just have to lose. I'm sorry, Cassie.
Jonathan Majors. There's always a win. Alright, 17. We didn't need another trailer, but I'm glad that they did this trailer the way they did, and having it be all about Kang. You ever watched a movie and thought, like, this is just visually amazing, and I just love the way it looks, and the colors are amazing? Well, our friends over at Movie Palette have come up with these great pieces of art that you could put up on your wall to show your love of movies without really necessarily being overly dramatic about it. Think of a movie barcode kind of thing, where you can look at the colors and know what the movie is, but it's very, very subtle. If you know us, we are into Tron Legacy. The music and the lights and the color itself is just amazing. Just to give you an idea of what they have. Go to moviepalette.com, find your own personal favorite movie, your movie color palette, and have it hang on your wall. At checkout, put in Pop Culture 15 to get 15% off. Thank you, Movie Palette, for sponsoring this video. Link is in the description down below. And don't forget, use Pop Culture 15 at checkout to get 15% off your order.
Yes, because he's barely in the other
ones, the other
ones.
two.
Yeah, they show him for a hot second. That's about it.
And I also, what they did in this trailer too, is the idea of the first two trailers was the Ant-Man movies have been the yuck have fun heist movies, and the little bit of a romance with the Wasp, and and with Hope and everything. And this is a very somber. It's very like some heavy poo is coming in this one.
Yeah, and I'm wondering about the misdirection, because they make it all seem like Kang is offering him the opportunity to maybe go back and live through the blip instead of being gone because he missed so much of Cassie's childhood. They show her when she's little. They show a couple pictures and and all that. But there's a sentence that Scott says about I missed so much or something like that.
Yeah.
I lost so much.
Yeah.
But it's obviously cut off. Like he's in the middle of the sentence and
Yeah.
that's all they play.
Yeah.
And I just feel like there's a lot of it's, he's mourning losing that time with Cassie
Right.
over and over and over again.
Right.
And maybe that's not what, because they love to misdirect.
They love to misdirect. There's been some conversations online over the last, like when they announced that this trailer was coming out tonight for the game. There's been some talk online that Kang is not the bad guy in this movie. He's much more of the um, almost MacGuffin
Yeah.
to kind of get. But we know the Kang dynasty is coming. They put dynasty in the freaking
the new
trailer.
dynasty or
A
whatever.
new
Yeah.
dynasty, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting they said dynasty and not saga,
Yeah.
right? Because we had the Infinity Gauntlet, the Infinity Saga.
Right.
Um,
But there are multiple Kangs, correct? So
Yes.
that makes it a dynasty.
right,
Like
right,
the old 80s dynasty.
right, dynasty. Oh,
It's about a, a family or the generational, so I mean this isn't a family, but it's multiples of this
it's of
entity.
variants, a
Variants
variants.
of
They
yeah.
introduced him in Loki and gave us the variant kind of setup.
Right.
But I think the thing that Hope Van Dyne, when she was in the quantum realms for so long,
That wasn't Hope.
not Hope,
It was her mom.
I can't, I know, as soon as I said it, I was like, that's not right. um, when she spent so much time in the quantum realm, and then in the previous trailers, we kind of got that Mos Eisley Cantina kind of look of all the different creatures that are in the quantum realm, and
yeah.
she spent a lot of time there. It feels like maybe she stole something that stopped Kang from leaving the quantum realm and going into into our world, into
Yeah.
the 616, the 19999, whatever it is in the MCU.
Right.
And so that idea of he's going to make Scott try to steal it back or get it back or do whatever he needs to do, and he's going to threaten Cassie with it, death if he doesn't do it. It just feels like there's something there. A lot of people are saying that Scott's going to die in this movie, and they leaned right into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like you, I think it's a misdirect.
Yeah.
I don't think that. Paul Rudd might be done with the character. I get that, but I don't think they're going to kill off Ant-Man necessarily, or maybe not kill him off, but like trap him in the quantum realm.
Yeah, I feel like that's maybe a little more realistic than
Right.
killing, especially when Kang stomps him in the face and breaks his helmet.
Yeah.
And that's very reminiscent of what happened to Tony with Thanos, and and I mean he's beaten and bloodied, and it's very it gives you dread, right? You're like,
Right.
oh my god, this is what
Right.
happened with Tony, and
Right.
I think that's on purpose.
I think a little bit of that too was that particular part of that fight feels like maybe the climax of the movie, or the third act, or whatever, or it could be the end of the second act, whatever. It's Marvel; it could not be in the movie. But when
and it's usually almost everything they show in the trailers is in the first 20-30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. But the idea of that Scott is against a more superior fighter or a more superior person gives me like Batman versus Bane kind of feel.
Right.
Because he holds the mask and he breaks the cowl and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And it's the same thing with Tony when he loses to Thanos, and the nanobites, keep getting taken away by Thanos. It's just that like you're saying, that kind of level of dread that you're just adding and adding, which is why this trailer is so interesting compared to everything else they've been doing. The first trailer was him like, I've been I got an adventure and I got a podcast and everybody loves me. Oh, thank you, Spider-Man. And they kind of play the joke. And then this one you get Kang, where it's like, oh, Kang's gonna come and some people up.
Yeah.
And I'm dreadful. MODOK is a big deal. I think he's maybe the secondary villain that we're going to get for Phase 5. This is the first movie in Phase 5, and the rumor is right now there's 2 post-credit scenes. At least one of them will be one of the variants of Kang. That's what I'm saying now. I'm just putting it out there. There'll be something else that's setting up maybe what could be coming with Deadpool and Wolverine, what could be coming with the Fantastic Four.
I was thinking Armor Wars, but yeah.
Armor Wars is interesting too. Like there's that whole kind of conversation. I think Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four were in the quantum realm in the comics, so it makes sense there's some connection there. And Kang is a descendant of Reed Richards, so it just makes like that. That would be one, but I think specifically we're going to get another Kang, and that it's going to show up in some other version that's going to be messed with Deadpool and Wolverine, because Deadpool has time travel. Good God, that's who thought that was a good idea. So let us know what you thought of this trailer in the comments. Let us know what you thought of this trailer. Please be nice. That's a requirement around here. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and follow us on all social media stuff: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I think Georgia just scored again. They're going to they're going to do the over-under by themselves. So until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night now.